I was out fishing one morning with Indy. I think it was Little Betty's Beach. And as we were fishing, you could see this big white blob floating in the distance. So we decided to get the drone out and fly it out. And yeah, it was a big whale carcass with heaps and heaps of sharks eating it, having like a shark frenzy. It was pretty cool. Pretty amazing. I kind of like froze because I wasn't expecting to see all these sharks. But yeah, it was pretty terrifying. You wouldn't want to be out in the water. I thought it was pretty cool though. It was pretty epic to see it all. The drone battery died because it was pretty windy. So I flew it out like twice. But then in like an hour and a half, it washed up over at Norman's Beach, which is where it's still now. A couple of other campers there, but we drove around to Norman's Beach to see it wash up, and there was already, I think it was Wildlife Services were closing the beach, so I think someone already told them.
Yeah, look, it's beautiful footage, and with drones now you can get these really great overhead shots, certainly against the clear water. And look, as someone who works in the area of shark research, obviously it's very interesting footage, but it's actually not that unusual. We know these whale carcasses do attract sharks from the local area, so from a feeding perspective, it's a really good encounter for any sharks that are in the vicinity. From what I've seen in the footage, there certainly appears to be more than 30. There may have been others there. They do appear to be slightly different size sharks as well, and it's important to bear in mind that, for example, not all of those sharks would have been white sharks, which is perhaps what some people might have been thinking. Some of them appear to be smaller. There's a number of sharks that make up what we call the whaler shark family. Some of those are commercially fished species like bronze whalers. It's possible that some of the smaller ones were those species. Like I said, a whale carcass is a good feeding opportunity for many different species of sharks that occur in our coastal waters. Certainly in other parts of the world, say South Africa, where they've done a fair bit of research, there does appear to be a bit of a size hierarchy. So say within white sharks, it might be a larger shark is more likely to get first feed, but really when you're just studying the behaviour of wild elusive animals, it's pretty difficult to make a really definitive answer there. So the Western Australian Government's shark mitigation strategy, science and research is a key part of that. And one of the things that we are trying to do is better understand the movement of these white sharks in particular that do on occasions pose a risk to ocean users. So yeah, information on, for example, the occurrence of whale carcasses can assist us in the when and where they occur. It's also a really good platform where we can for tagging opportunities. So the department's tagged to date 152 white sharks, and we know that focusing our efforts around things like whale strandings is a good way, a cost-effective way to tag these sharks that are extremely difficult to encounter and to tag.